Bossing is a huge part of this game. Up to this point, I've taken on a lot of what RuneScape has to offer, and been greatly rewarded for doing so. But now it's time to kick it up a notch. This is Unlocking RuneScape, the Elite Tier. Welcome back, everybody. At the end of the last one, I did pick up another Abyssal Demons task, and as you can see, I am headed over to the Abyssal Sire. Now, I did get 2 unsireds in the last video, and that was amazing. They turned out to be an Abyssal Head and Abyssal Whip. Not so amazing. Even less so when I then got an Abyssal Head and several Abyssal Whips from regular Abbey Demons. That hurt a little bit. So hopefully we can pick up some more unsireds and get some things that we haven't actually had from this boss yet. That would be fantastic. Let's get started. That is 200 KC at the Abyssal Sire, which means we are smack on the drop rate. 2 unsireds and 200 KC. Hopefully we can get at least 1, maybe 2 more this task, because we still have quite a few left to kill. Finishing up an insanely long trip at Sire. Look at all that loot. And seeing my bank value crash so much because of the T-Bow's price right now, I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to turn that off. I don't want to look at that anymore. That's very depressing. Alright, the second we land okay, apparently 1 more hit. There we go. That is 300 KC at the Abyssal Sire, which means we are now technically dry for an unsired. We should have exactly 3 at this point. We've only had 2. I've done almost this entire extended Sire task here. Gotta say, my motivation is running very low right now. But only 48 left. I'll try and finish it up here. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, TurboAnt. TurboAnt is a leading manufacturer of personal mobility tools like electronic scooters and electronic bikes. They offered to send me one to try out, and it is really fun. I've never had one before, so I was playing around with it for quite a while. The one they sent me is called the M10. It can go up to 18 miles on a single charge and can go up to 20 miles per hour. It only weighs about 30 pounds, so it was easy to take in and out of my apartment and pretty much was ready to ride fresh out of the box. My wife is actually enjoying it so much that she's hogging it and refusing to let me even have a turn anymore. I've already had like 10 hours of fun on this thing, and I guarantee there's going to be a lot more. So if you guys want to support the channel, check out TurboAnt via the link in the description, and they'll even knock 30 bucks off your order if you use exclusively my link. The shipping is also free and really fast, which is awesome. Thanks again to TurboAnt for sponsoring this video. Alright, well that is about a 12-hour Sire task done. All at Sire. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to show for it, and I'll admit that stings a little bit, but it's not like we're terribly dry. We still have 2 unsireds and 348 KC, so not super terrible just yet. Hopefully we pick up a few more the next time we come around here, but I think I'm going to have to at least go a few days without doing another Abbey Demons task here. I'll probably just have to do it at regular Abbey Demons, because man, this task is so draining and just takes so long, it's ridiculous. No, bro, no. I did 1 task in between this. 1 task! And I get another gigantic Abbey Demons task again. Before I go back and subject myself to more torture there's actually something that I want to knock out that, I don't know, maybe people have been telling me to for a while, but I've kind of been writing it off because I didn't really think it was that good. The thing that I've been neglecting is actually the quest A Kingdom Divided. Now, it seems kind of weird because it's not that relevant. A lot of people would think, oh, why do you need to do this? And the reason is to actually improve the Arceus spellbook. And the reason I want to do that is because of the thralls that you can summon. They all have an attack speed of 4, which means they attack once every 4 ticks, and they have a max hit of 3. It doesn't seem that great, but they last a decent amount of time since I have a high magic level, and from my understanding, they ignore any accuracy checks, which means the defense of the thing they're attacking does not matter. The biggest thing I have to do, though, is a lot of Zaya-related stuff. I need to get 100% in every single favor, and although most of them aren't that bad, I'm really not looking forward to doing Lovacaine for like the 7th time, I think, at this point. Well, that's interesting. And there we go, that's 100% Hasidius. Alright, this should be the next favor down. That is 100% Piscarilius favor. And there we go, that is 100% Jaysian favor. Alright, that is the Forsaken Tower quest completed. And the reason I did this is because you get a little favor token thing that gives you a little bit of favor in whatever particular house. And I have to do all these quests for Kingdom Divided anyway. So if I read this, then bam, we are now 100% in every single favor. So I'm gonna go knock out the couple of quests I still have to do. I'm not sure how many. I think it's 2, and then the mini quest as well. That quest sucked. It took a lot longer than I expected it to. But yeah, these thralls should be nice at places like Zolra and Cerberus for me, because I don't need to be on any particular spellbook for either of those 2 bosses. And I don't quite have the level for Vengeance yet, which I imagine would be better than the thralls at Zolra, but I'm not really sure. Either way, it's free DPS. I might as well take advantage of it. Alright, so I've done like 10 kills with the thralls here now. It's actually not that bad. It is a little annoying sometimes because Zolra moves around, so there's a little bit of downtime for them where they have to like walk to get to the next spot. And sometimes they get stuck on these columns if Zolra moves to the other side. But I mean, other than that, they definitely do pretty consistent damage. It maybe gets me an extra kill per trip. It maybe shaves off an average of a few seconds per kill, which is something you wouldn't really notice in the short term, but would definitely add up long term. Well, this is going to be the big 500 KC at Zolra. Now, we aren't unlucky here. I'm only missing the uncut onyx at this point, so it'd be really nice to get that, but I'm not too fussed about it. I'm still making some money here, which at this point is definitely needed. Before I go back to Sire, my Arclight is running a little low on charges, so I think I'm going to go ahead and use up some of these totems that I have in my bank, because I have quite a few of them. And I am going to go kill some Skotizo. I know everyone thinks of me as the clue guy, but I'm definitely not going to be doing the hard clues that come from this, because if I really want to do hard clues, I can just buy them or get them from my Slayer grind. So I just want to knock these out to get the Ancient Shards and keep the series moving. There we go, 4 Ancient Shards on that one. That's what I need. Hey, Dark Claw, very cool. I don't think I'm ever going to bother making any of the Slayer helms on the series, and I didn't include Skotizo specifically because it's not exactly an easy boss to camp, and putting items from Skotizo on the series would have just been a bit ridiculous, but hey, that's pretty cool. And that is my last totem here at Skotizo, so hopefully with all these kills I've done, I should have more than enough Ancient Shards to last me through the rest of the tier. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and sell off the loot tab. I don't know why I have 16,000 mithril arrows in here, so I'll sell those too. I'm going to go ahead and sell off the loot tab now, and these 2 whips that I totally forgot to sell in the last episode, just to see how much money I have and if it's worth investing in any upgrades. Well, after selling everything off, we didn't make quite as much as I was expecting, but I mean, hey, 26 mil is still pretty good. I don't think I have enough to buy a Spectral, but I'll check, and if not, I'll probably buy like Bandos or something to make the Sire tasks just a little bit faster. Well, at current prices, it looks like I'd still be a bit of a ways off the Spectral anyway, so I think I'm going to buy a BCP and maybe Tacits if we can afford it too. I don't know how I didn't see that coming. I guess I don't really pay attention to Slayer XP when I'm doing like a long, boring Sire task, but there's 90 Slayer. That's pretty cool. Well, this is rather unfortunate. That is 400 KC at the Abyssal Sire, and we still only have 2 unsired, so we should have 4 at this point. Hopefully that turns around by the end of this task, but I gotta say, it kind of sucks the motivation a little bit. 500. Alright, you know what? I can't even pretend that I'm enjoying myself. This is about as fun as fisting a rhino. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stop doing Sire for a little bit. I still need to get so many unlocks here, but this is just, it's just not fun. Let's go do something else. Hey, there it is. That is a nice juicy Cerberus task. I might start using Bracelets of Slaughter on this now, just because I haven't been getting as many of these tasks as I hoped for, but hey, it'll be good XP, and potentially we'll get some new unlocks. So I sent a few trips with the Arclight just to see if I liked it, and honestly, I think I prefer just using the T-bow. Not only does this actually use quite a handful of Arclight charges, but for some reason the T-bow just feels more relaxing to me, so I think I'll just stick with what I enjoy. Did not even realize, but I passed 200 KC at Cerberus now, and I gotta say these thralls are actually kind of nice here. It's a noticeable DPS increase. Man, I didn't have my mic on and I just realized, but that's a dupe Smoldering Stone. Unfortunate, but at least it's GP. You know, at least we got a drop this week. I still want to at least try and get 1 log slot, but counting the Sire tasks and all the in-between tasks, we're at about 40-ish, maybe 50 hours at this point, and I have not had anything new for the collection log. Hey, there we go. That's something new. Eternal... Why is it so... Look at that price. What happened? What is happening to RuneScape, dude? Alright, well, I mean, look. Eternal Crystal, amazing. I'm super happy. 1.2 mil. It's so cheap. That's like half the price of a whip. It's funny just watching from the beginning of the series to now, just how much the economy has just completely deteriorated. 300k at Cerberus. I actually really enjoy this boss compared... I mean, I guess compared to Sire, I enjoy every boss. So, it's really not much of a grind doing an entire task here. No way! What? Oh, you guys are gonna cancel me for this. Oh, you're gonna cancel me for this. What? This account's pet RNG never stops. First thing I think is, man, I really should have stayed. I have literally 1 kill left on my task. Like, literally 1. This is crazy. I have actually been, like, notoriously lucky on this pet, believe it or not. Well, that luck turned around rather quickly, didn't it? The bad luck at Sire is still really frustrating, but hey, this is another collection log slot that I did not anticipate getting. I mean, whoever anticipates getting a freaking pet, especially the Hell Puppy, one of my favorites. I was super lucky on this one on my hardcore and my main, so hey, I guess we just keep the trend rolling, why not? These are 2 items I never thought I'd see next to each other in the same inventory. An Arty Cloak 1 and a Hell Puppy. I have really not done any diaries on this count because I don't really have to. But, I'm also not on the normal spellbook and don't have my POH built up to have the teleports, so I'm running from the Arty Cloak 1 spot. As is tradition, we're going to go ahead and use the Hell Puppy on Pro Beta. Get this bad boy insured for 500,000. Very expensive coins right now. I'm extremely poor. That is our 6th pet. That's just... This account with pets is just something else, man. It's something else with pets. I cannot believe that. 6 boss pets. It's crazy.